What's up everyone, my name's Spur and I'm going to be showing you 3 amazing fleet setups for the Freightliner Cascadia in American Truck Simulator. Let's go ahead and get started. Some of you guys probably already know this. Spur's never been like a huge fan of the Cascadia. I mean, I'm pretty indifferent with it. I think it's like the epitome of a cookie cutter fleet truck, right? There's tons of them on the road. They're all pretty much the same. They're very economical. Like I lump them in together with the Volvos, right? Like they're just the premier fleet trucks. Anyway, we're going to be looking at 3 different setups we can do and the mods we need to do that. All right, so basically the mods you need to set these trucks up are the Skin Pack by A&K RPL and Smarty's Wheel Pack. Both of those are on the Steam Workshop. I'll put links down below in the description. The third mod you're going to need is the Engine Sound Mega Pack 4.1 by Christner. You're going to get that over on the SCS software forum. And that's basically what you're going to need to set these up. All right, quick disclaimer on these trucks. Also, they're not going to be 100% exact or accurate, but we're going to try to get them in the ballpark to at least accomplish the look and the feel of the real life trucks. All right, first truck on this showcase is going to be Wilson Logistics out of Springfield, Missouri. What a sharp looking truck. I love the black, the red, the logo with the eagle. It just looks absolutely amazing. This is going to be a 72-inch sleeper RR for the truck. Pretty much stock, the chassis and everything. The big thing on these is going to be the trim package. We're going all plastic with the grille, the fender mirrors, and the side mirrors. This chassis is going to be the long 6x4 240 gallon. I think this is basically the chassis that you get when you select the body style. Like there's nothing different about it. For the engine, I went with a Detroit DD15 455 horsepower. This is where things tend to kind of vary a little bit because I have no clue what kind of engine Wilson Logistics uses in their Cascadia. So I went to the Cascadia website and looked at their engine options, and this is what I picked. So 455 Detroit DD15. This is going to be part of the Engine Sound Pack 4.1 by Christner that you get on the SCS software forum. For the transmission, we're going with an Eaton Ultra Shift, 13 speed with a retarder. I'm going to assume these trucks in real life could possibly be an automatic, but I think that's blasphemy in my book. Like if I'm going to play ATS, I want a manual transmission. You could very well do a 10. Like I probably would have preferred to do a 10 speed in this truck, but it's just my game was set up for a 13 speed, so I went with a 13. But I would do a 10 or a 13 would be pretty good. For the interior, we went with the Midnight 2022 with the GPS screen in the dash. This is where we're taking a little creative license as well, too. I wanted to keep it fairly plain Jane, but I'm not exactly sure what they really do in real life. So that's what we went with. Let's hop on over here to the skin. Of course, it's going to be the Wilson Logistics skin right here. This is going to be the ATS Skin Pack by A&K RPL. I have another skin down here. It's going to be the Wilson Logistics SCS Cascadia, but it has a little W up by the driver window there. And all the pictures that I've looked at, they're more like this one right here. They don't have the W. So that is the scheme we went with. Once again, it's going to be the ATS Skin Pack by A&K RPL. Must have pack. It's got so many skins in that pack. It is absolutely ridiculous. Definitely get that one. All right, for our options and customization for this truck, it's pretty much standard across the board, right? Standard grille, standard front mirrors, and standard main mirrors here. Let's not do that. Standard main mirrors. There we go. Yeah, it's pretty dang stock. Other than the Aero X kit on the back of the cab as well too. I'm looking to see, yeah, on the door handles, we went, actually, I should have gone with the standard door handles too. Like I said, there's nothing fancy about these trucks, but they look good. Like, the look is in the scheme, right? It's totally in the scheme. All right, rims. We just went with some Alcoa 22.5 by 8.25 chrome rims on the front. These are from Smarty's Wheel Pack. And on the back, we're getting to the business end here. All the pictures that I've seen, super singles. So we went with Alcoa 22.5 by 14 chrome super singles on the rear, and it looks sharp. I love the super singles on this truck. Tires, the Michelin X1 XZY. I mean, you could pretty much go with either of these on the bottom from Smarty's Wheel Pack. Would be good. I don't like the other ones because they're a little bit smaller, so I like the bigger tires on it. But The Michelin X1 XZY is what we went with. Sharp truck. The standard mud flaps on the rear. Like I said, nothing really spectacular. It's all in the scheme. For the trailer, we went with a 53-foot insulated trailer. I like to use the insulated trailers because you get a little bit more bang for your buck out of them. We did have the insulated trailer with the Wilson Logistics scheme on it. That is also going to be from the ATS Skin Pack by A&K RPL. Another pretty plain Jane trailer. Like I said, there's nothing spectacular about it. It's got the black aero skirts up under it, and I did throw on some new rims. Now, the default rims are basically the same thing. There's not much difference other than the tire. I think the Accuride's still 22.5 by 8.25 by the Smarties Wheel Pack. Like, those just look better. It's better tires, better rim, everything across the board. So there you go. Pretty much stock with a nice scheme on it. All in all, a good looking truck when everything is together and you're rolling down the highway. It definitely stands out. Like, it's very recognizable. There's no missing this truck going down the highway, right? All right, let's go on and move to our next one. Our next fleet truck is going to be for Pride Transport. I think these guys are out of Utah, right? I'm not 100% certain, but I think they are. Maybe Salt Lake City or... yeah, it looks like Salt Lake City on the cab there. So yeah, Pride Transport. Once again, the 72-inch sleeper RR, the same chassis, the long 6x4 by 240 gallon. The engine on this truck is going to be the Cummins X15 Efficiency 400. This is another one from the Engine Sound Pack 4.1 by Christner on the SES forum. So it's another good one. It sounds really good too. I really like the Cummins X15 on it. Transmission is going to be another 13-speed with a retarder. Like I said, I could do either. I'd probably lean more towards the 10-speed on the big fleet trucks, but 13 is just what I had it set up for. So 10 or 13. I think if I were to do it again, I'd probably set it up for 10. Interior, once again, pretty plain Jane. We just got the Midnight 2022. This is just taking a little creative license with it. I doubt they have the in-dash GPS. I could totally be wrong, but I doubt it. That's just what I went for. Everything else is pretty much stock. Like I said, we're not going crazy with these trucks. The scheme. Now, if we jump over to the scheme, Pride Transports, and it's going to be the ATS Skin Pack by A&K RPL. I can't tell you guys enough. The amount of skins that pack gives you is just insane. For our options, another nice looking scheme, but pretty much a stock truck, right? Like, there's nothing spectacular about it. He's got the standard grille. He's got the standard mirrors and the standard main mirrors. Like I said, plastic is the thing on these trucks. They don't go crazy with it. Of course, we've got the Aero X kit once again on the rear. All right, let's look at the tires real fast. Tires is where it kind of deviates. Now, I went with out-of-the-box rims on this truck because I wanted the shadow rims. I've seen a picture of one Pride Transport rig with the black rims on the front. I think they probably do regular light chrome rims too, but I saw the one in the picture and I thought, man, that looks really sharp. So that's pretty much stock. I wish we could put better tires on it, but it is what it is. Like, when you use the stock rims, at least what I have, I'm kind of limited on what I could do with the tires. On the back, we did dualies. That's right. Pride's going to have dualies. It's going to be Alcoa 22.5 by 8.25 polished rims on this one. Doesn't matter because it has the Aero 2 kit covering the hubs. Aero 2 does not quite fit perfectly, right? It kind of looks like a UPS rim in a way with the silver bead on it. It doesn't fit perfectly. It definitely doesn't fit the super singles, but it does kind of work on this one. So that is what I went with. They do have the Aero 2 kits on the rims, though it's probably not unheard of to see them without it too. Like, I'm sure they don't always have them on it, or what would be cool is maybe to have one with a mix, some on, some off. Otherwise, a really, really sharp looking truck with the black stripe and the red accents on it. I love this truck. I've driven this one actually quite a bit. For our trailer, we went with another insulated 53-foot trailer. Like I said, you just get a little bit more bang for your buck out of the insulated trailers. Pride Transport skin. It's going to be Skin Pack by A&K RPL. I'm telling you, this, like, all these, I think pretty much all these right here that you see are from that pack. Pretty standard. I think I've seen pictures with them with the Aero kit up under it. Some have it, some don't. And for the rims, we once again went with Smarty's Wheel Pack, the Accuride Steel 22.5 by 8.25 rims on it. I just like the look of them. They just look a little bit better to me. So a pretty run-of-the-mill trailer. It looks really nice on the back end. I like the detail on the back here. For comments or to join the Pride team, call 1-800-GO-PRIDE. Pretty cool, right? I love it. It's a good-looking truck. Like I said, one that I've driven a lot. And our last truck for this showcase is going to be John Christner Trucking out of Sapulpa, Oklahoma. This is a sharp truck. I love these, though they have been bought out. Last year, they were bought out by, I think, Hirschbach. I don't know what the status of the company is, if they got completely absorbed, if they're independent or what. So we may have to take a little creative license to run these trucks, but they look really good. I love the blue paint with the green and light blue accents on the side. Looks really, really good. These trucks, they put a little bit more money into their trucks from what I can tell by all the pictures. Of course, we're going to start out with the 72-inch sleeper RR, the long 6x4 240-gallon chassis. On this one, we did another Cummins X15 efficiency 450 just because I love the sound of that engine, and I think the Cascadias do have that option. Going to be engine sound pack 4.1 by Creechbaum. Transmission, another 13-speed with a retarder, or do the 10. It's up to you. Like I said, these trucks probably could very well be, automatics in real life, but it's blasphemy. In ATS, you got to have a manual, right? I can't do, like, if I had to drive with nothing but automatics in ATS, I probably honestly wouldn't play the game. For the interior, another Midnight 2022. We could go with the standard gray, right? Like if you want it to feel more like a fleet truck and not have the in-dash GPS, you could do that. You could go with that, and then we could just add a GPS over here on the dash. You could totally do that. I think that's probably closer to real life on a fleet truck than having the in-dash. But either way, it's just up to you, right? Let's move on to truck options and customizations. This one varies a little bit from the other two, like they did the extra mile on it. So we're going to have the Elite Grille on it. We're going to have the Elite mirrors, the fender mirrors, as well as the main mirrors too. We do use the Aero X kit on the sleeper, and I think that's pretty much it for customization. Everything else is pretty much stock. I'm honestly not sure if they use the Elite or the standard door handles. I didn't really pay attention to that in the pictures, so you could scope that out in the picture and do what you want. Rims, once again, Smarty's Wheel Pack, Alcoa 22.5 by 8.25 chrome on the front, but we did go with the super singles on the rear. I've seen pictures with the super singles on these trucks, and I just love the look of the super singles. So we did the Alcoa 22.5 by 14 chrome super singles on the rear. And then, of course, like I said earlier, you can swap up. You could do any of these tires, but I just really like the bigger tires on the bottom. I think they just look the best. Moving on to our trailer, it's going to be another 53-foot insulated trailer. We got the John Christner Trucking Skin, the NK RPL pack, skin pack. Like I said, it's a must-have. Pretty standard. We didn't do the aero kit on this one. I have seen pictures where they did not have the aero kit on it. And of course, we've got the steel rims from Smarty's Wheel Pack. Pretty much standard, run-of-the-mill trailer. Nothing really spectacular. That's what fleet trucking's all about. All right, that's going to do it for this one, guys. 3 amazing Cascadias to take out on the road. They are all good-looking trucks. They all stand out. There's no missing these trucks when you see them going down the highway. Hope you enjoy them. And with that said, we'll catch you on the road next time. Peace.